Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm doing a YouTube advice. So for all of you that want to start a successful YouTube channel, I guess this video isn't for everyone, so if you aren't interested in this, I will have another video up in about 2 or 3 days, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I have a lot of tips to share with you guys. I've been doing YouTube for about 2 years now and I have learned a lot. I have pretty much learned the hard way because I had no one to help me out. So I'm just going to help you guys out and hopefully you learn some tips and tricks. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have a list of things on my phone that I want to talk about, but there's something really important that I want to start this video off saying. And that is, if you guys are interested in starting a channel, you're interested in making videos, I would definitely say just go for it, give it a try. It is so much fun. YouTube is literally like another world. It is definitely my biggest hobby. I spend so much time doing it, but I know a lot of people are really scared of making videos because they're scared of what other people are going to think of them or what they're going to say about them, but they're not even worth your time. It is just like the happiness that I get, and I know a lot of other people get from making videos and posting them, is so much more than what other people think of you. Don't even worry about them. They ain't shit. And if you guys didn't know, I have eye contacts on today. They're blue and I'm freaking obsessed with them. So the first thing I want to talk about is equipment, and I think this is an extremely important thing. If you go back and watch Zoella's videos or my videos or Shannon Harris's, if you watch any YouTubers' videos that have been doing this for quite a long time, you can see their video quality progressing. And I don't think that you have to go out straight away and buy an expensive camera or expensive lightings or anything. Okay. You know what I'm saying. You don't need to go buy expensive things straight away. I would definitely say just start off with even an iPhone or any camera that you have laying around the house. I would definitely say the back camera on the iPhone with the flash on especially, and then just sit in front of natural lighting. And that should start you for a few videos. And then when you know that you definitely want to get into it, I would start getting some really good equipment, because there are so many people on YouTube that have amazing quality and it's kind of hard to compete because people are using these amazing professional cameras, and you know, I guess you'd rather watch that than watch someone's really bad quality video. But I would just say, when you're just making your first video, just use whatever you have. I wouldn't go and buy a new camera straight away. But when you're starting to get more serious, it is extremely important to get a great quality camera. The one that I started off with was the Canon 600D. That is about $500 to $600. In Australia it's $600, and it comes with a lens and everything, and it is amazing quality. It's really high HD and it just does everything that you need. I really wanted an upgrade for my camera because the Canon 600D didn't have autofocus, and when I'm doing makeup tutorials I'm like and I'm like moving in and out all the time and it doesn't focus, so I have to sit there and like change the focusing thing. And that was just really annoying, so I went ahead and got the Canon EOS 70D, and that has autofocus and touchscreen and everything. And you want to make sure when you get a camera, if you're doing makeup tutorials, I would say get one that has a flip screen right here, a viewfinder, because it tells you if you're recording, or if it tells you, it just has a picture of you so you can see whatever you're doing. So that's great. If you're making other kind of videos like lifestyle, I would still recommend getting something with a viewfinder just in case it stops recording, because Canons or all cameras stop recording after a certain amount of time and you could lose all your footage, which would be really annoying. Okay, so that's the camera. They're amazing. The Canon 600Ds, the Canon 70Ds, great quality. And then we can talk about lenses. Okay, so my camera just died for a whole hour, so I have to get my head back into this whole lens game. So the lens that I use is just the normal one that comes with the camera. When you buy it in a set, it comes with a lens. It's an amazing lens. It is basically just like iSight, I'm pretty sure. Like, it just is the same width from iSight. It has zoom in and out, and the quality is really good. If I want something that looks a bit more professional with a really a really blurry background, I like to use my Sigma 30mm 1.4 lens. The only thing I don't like about this is it's a prime lens, so it doesn't zoom in and out, which kind of sucks, especially when you're doing makeup videos. But if you do want that really soft background, it just looks really professional, I do recommend this one. It was extremely pricey, so I would only say this if you feel like you really need it and you feel like it could make a huge difference with the type of videos that you're making. So I guess you can just go into the shop and see what it's like, but it is a really good quality lens, and it's so heavy. Okay, so now let's talk about lighting. Lighting is honestly so important when it comes to making YouTube videos. You want to make sure that everything is really clean and crisp and nice and bright so you can see everything that you're watching. So the best type of lighting is natural lighting. So if you can, sit in front of a massive window so all the light can come in and brighten everything up. And then I also have 2 soft boxes, one on either side of me to make sure there's no shadows on my face and to make sure my background is nice and white. And I also have a ring light which is right in front of me. So that's just basically a bulb of fluorescent light that just goes whoop, so it lights up my whole entire face. Oh, well, before I carry on, I'm just going to say that the ring lights are extremely important, but they're the best type of lights for beauty related things. It just lights your whole face up and it does an amazing job. So I would recommend that, even though they're really pricey, they're definitely worth it. Another important thing when it comes to lighting is making sure your lighting is white. So you want all white light bulbs, because if you have yellow light bulbs, you're going to look like Bart Simpson and it's not going to look natural at all. Now talking about editing. So editing makes such a difference in your videos. If you really put the time in to edit your videos, it will look so much different. So for example, it could take me from an hour to about 6 hours to edit a video, depending on what kind it is. So I would say the best type of editing program for me, like that I find the easiest and the most effective, is on Apple computers, which is Final Cut Pro X. It was like $360. Again, it's not something that you want to buy straight away because it is quite expensive. But when you start getting into the habit of things and start making more money, then I would recommend Final Cut Pro. It's so easy to use and it just has amazing things on there. If you do have an Apple computer, I would recommend using iMovie to start off with. That is what I started off with and it did a good job. I had Windows Maker, or no, Movie Maker when I had Windows, and that was shocking. It really was shocking, but it did the job. So I guess if you have a Windows computer, that will work for the time being, but I would recommend getting Final Cut Pro. A really important thing about kind of getting views on your video is making sure that you have a really nice thumbnail and a really eye-catching title. So for the thumbnail, I use PicMonkey.com, which is a really easy site to use. You just put a bunch of photos in a picture, so you make a collage and then you write something in it with the text and stuff. So it's always good to make it really colourful and to put a few different pictures in there for variation stuff. So it did take a while to get used to it, but if you go YouTube how to make a thumbnail on PicMonkey, it'll help you so much. That's how I learned that one. And also making a really eye-catching title. So if you just go ahead and read other YouTubers' titles and kind of get some ideas of what they have, it really does help a lot. So for example, if you're doing a question and answers video, you wouldn't really just write question and answers with Shani. You would write something like a question that was answered in there that kind of makes people go, what? I remember one time I did a question and answers video and someone asked me if I'd rather drink pee or eat poo. So I wrote the caption as something about me drinking pee, and people would have thought, well, that's really weird. I'm going to click on it and see what it's about. So that's what I mean by an eye-catching title. You're going to make sure that all of that stands out. As far as backgrounds go, I think it's important to kind of make them look really colourful. Not too messy, not too many things in the background, but something that's just really nice and clean looking. So I just have my IKEA desk with my perfume and some flowers to give it some colour. I really want to change my background. It's been like this for like a year now and it's starting to get really boring. So it is a good idea to frequently change up your background. Like sometimes I go into my room and, you know, I just try my best to change it up as much as I can. So it is a good idea to put like lights in the back and lamps and just add some different things in there every here and there. And it really does like complement your videos. So backgrounds are important. I remember when I started, I'm pretty sure I just used like a white wall. It did the job for a few videos. As far as content goes, I would definitely say always change it up because you don't want your viewers getting bored. So for example, don't put 10 makeup tutorials up in a row because people are going to get bored of that. Don't do 500 of the same makeup looks like a lot of beauty gurus do, myself included. I'm pretty sure people complain about me always doing neutral makeup. So, you know, change it up, add some color in there, maybe some hauls or some question and answers videos or just some funny topics, anything really. Depending on what kind of like theme your channel is, it's always a good idea to change up your videos. This is something that I feel like not many people know, but when you have background music, you have to make sure that it's royalty free. So that means that you have permission from the artist to put it in your videos. Otherwise, if you use other people's music, it is classified as copyright and a whole lot of stuff happens if you use people's music that you're not allowed to. So make sure you type in royalty free music on YouTube, copy and paste it and download it and stuff, or you can go into the YouTube library and get all of their royalty free music I just got a message, my bad. So I only put music in some videos, just the ones that I think is appropriate. So when there's silence or anything, I like to put in music for the video, and I just like to put really calm and relaxing stuff in there. So now something everyone wants to know about, and that is getting paid from YouTube. Okay, so if you want to start YouTube, I would definitely not go into it thinking I want to get paid, I want this as my job. I think going into YouTube, it's something that you should be really passionate about and something that just makes you happy. And as a bonus, you also get paid if you have like enough subscribers and all of that stuff. So just YouTube, how to monetize your videos, and eventually you can start getting paid. A lot of YouTubers get paid, like all of your favorite YouTubers would get paid for putting the ads in front of their videos, and that just happens automatically. All you have to do is press monetize and then you'll get paid. So something that's really going to help you grow is to upload frequently. So making sure that you upload as much as you can. I'm not saying that you have to upload every single day, but to upload every 2 days or every 3 days is absolutely amazing. I know some people upload once a month or once a week or something, and that's fine. It's really up to you, but I know that people do like fresh content, and I feel like when you have a favorite YouTuber, you want to see YouTube videos from them all the time. I feel like I have a connection with a few YouTubers that I watch and they upload every 3 days. There's not really many YouTubers I watch constantly that upload like once a month, just because that's just enough for me. So another great way to get your subscribers growing is to ask other people if they want to do collabs. So just message them and ask, you know, if they want to do a video together and collaborate and, you know, mention each other at the start of the video or something, or even make a video in the same room, that kind of collab. I personally don't do many collabs. I just like to grow my audience on my own, but I know that is an amazing way to get other people's subscribers and kind of just share them around, which is a great idea. So just message them and ask. You got to make sure that they have the same amount of subscribers as you do. You're obviously not going to ask like someone that has 1 million subscribers if you've got like 1,000. So you got to keep it fair, and yeah, I think that's a great way to grow your audience. So last but not least, I would have to say the most important thing about making a YouTube channel is be you. Be 100% yourself, because there are millions of YouTubers on YouTube. What am I saying? There are millions of personalities online, and you don't want to be like anyone else. You want to be yourself. You want to be unique, and you know, just say whatever you want to say, do whatever you want to do, and I feel like that's what's going to get you the furthest. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I know for myself, when I first started making videos, I was so incredibly nervous, and it took me so long to come out of my shell. But just sit in front of the camera, just practice, just get comfortable with this big thing in front of you and talking to it. So that's pretty much all the tips that I have to share with you guys today. Why am I always moving my hands? Hopefully you guys found this useful or even a little bit interesting, because I definitely do think behind the scenes of YouTube is so incredibly different to just watching like a 5 or 10 minute video that someone's made. It does take a lot of effort and time to make a good quality video. So yeah, if you guys have that thought in the back of your head that you're like, I want to make YouTube videos, or you think it's going to make you happy or anything, just go ahead and at least try, because it honestly is so much fun. But yeah, that's everything that I have to say for today. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Okay, so now for mascara, I'm taking my L'Oreal Telescopic Extra Black Mascara. This is mascara that I've been loving for so many years now, and I just repurchased it for like the 5th time, and